Greetings everyone, please go mode cannot speak. Please give me a moment to make sure everything's set on up. Everything's booting on off. Give me a moment to turn on the live chat windows. Okay, that's all good to go. Give me another moment to check my other computer. And everything is good to go, so let's go ahead and get started. One thing I should do is actually minimize or disable the preview on OBS. It does save some resources. Start with the top one, just keep an eye. It seems I cannot speak today, blah. If it seems fine, so let's get started. Greetings everyone, and Grid here. Another Couple Heroes 2 replay. Spawn on bottom left side is the blue Wehrmacht player. We got Scoped. Spawn on top right side is the red Heavy Cavalry company. I cannot speak today. We have Big Boss with a capital O. This one only has a lowercase o. Pioneers have been going straight for Grenadiers, doing an MG skip, not going for a extra Pioneers. Queued up to Grenadiers. We do have Luftwaffe Supply Doctrine now selected. Lay down some sandbags there. Only some bags to be filled with sand, I should say. Rifle squad on the build queue.
The new Grenadier squad is ready.
Pioneers pushing over here. Second Grenadier squad almost on the field.
We have a fresh Grenadier squad.
Grenadiers heading up north. We do have a Luftwaffe field officer as a possibility. It is a variation of the standard Luftwaffe or not Luftwaffe, artillery officer. This auction does also have extreme difficult, or this player, I cannot speak today, my thoughts are not great. He does have the Grenadier fast cooldown bulletin, patterns, false range, and MG42 increased rate of fire, very nice. I can't tell you if what's better is better burst, longer burst duration, better rate of fire, but combining those two has a multiplicative effect. 3 Grenadiers in the field, third Rifle Squad build. Rifle Squad building some sandbags, sinks to the rifleman defensive structures.
Area secured. That was too easy. Grenadiers reporting.
Grenadiers seeking light cover. Rear Squad will spot them. 2 windows on that side, so it's not a great spot for the Rear Squad to fight. Up north, we got this Grenadier getting overran by 3 Rifle Squad. He needs to hit the tree button. He does hit the tree button nice and early. Once you realize there's 2 Rifle Squad, he probably does not even see the 3rd as well. There was no way he was going to win that fight, to say the least. Wehrmacht Sniper now being on the build queue. The US player has 30 fuel. He just queued up. I left the Lieutenant or Captain. Captain on the build queue. Versus Squad laying down some wire. Very nice.
Supply line just got cut off. Razor wires up. We're losing a captain.
Pioneers kept in this sector there.
Target secure.
sector captured. Mission sector in supply. Fuel sector up here is being captured by the US players, so soon you'll have both fuel sectors. However, this one's not in supply since the Grenadiers are pushed all the way over here. Grenadiers and sniper pushing forward. Has sniper fired a shot off? Nope, no kills on the sniper just yet. First kill there. Grenadiers are advancing. Took some damage there. Rifle squads are good at both long range and close range squad. At maximum range, it is a bit of a coin flip between Grenadiers and Riflemen. It's actually pretty close to a 50-50% chance. I think it is actually as close as you can get it. So rifle squads are good at all range. You don't have to get up and close. You can have some fire at long range and do perfectly fine. You also have some rifleman Boltons go along with them. In a Scott Bolton. And we do have Battle Phase 1 now being researched. Very nice. Captain pulling the field. Immediately upgrade for the bar.
Enemy is taking our territory.
Air Squad and Pioneers. He does activate volley fire immediately. Assume that comes out in time. And Minesweeper will make it easy for the Russian squad to win the fight then. Pins down. Needs to hit the retreat button. Sniper takes some damage there. Sniper does fall back. Grenadiers firing away. There's enough rifle squads to win the fight against the Grenadiers. This two-man squad could draw some fire, allowing the healthy squad to advance. They're now a bit of more of a mid-range, so it should go very well for the rifle squad. Mostly did retarget this rifle squad relatively early. And got another Grenadier now pitching some fire. But got a captain rifle squad over here, so both sides just flanking the flanks. Your squad Grenadier falls back for some odd reason. Didn't think he needs to do that then. Our squad and captain get some damage to the Grenadier. We do have medical bunker here, very nice. 2-2 on the build queue and 15 AA half track on the build queue as well. We got a US landmine here built by the riflemen. One of the sniper will find this landmine. Pioneers take a bit of damage and will be displaced. Sniper advancing quite aggressively. Ambulance on the build queue for the US player.
Half track just arrived.
Captain taking some hits. Both these squads now falling on back. 2-2 advancing.
Heavy truck ready for orders.
One of the squads could possibly be wiped out. Looks like he's hitting the rifleman. M15 gets a good volley there. Autocannon not in current engaging. 2-2 will lose in a fight versus the M15. It's extremely difficult to stay in the blind spot of the M15 with the 2-2.
Being overrun.
And the 2-2 just needs to keep on running. The AA half check, if how bold he's feeling, could charge forward to pursue it. But of course, one tunnel mine will spell death. With a capital D. And of course, the word death also has no letter O in comparison to lowercase o and capital O. Grenadiers falling back there. Russian squad could get better repairs going. Looks like they're going to capture the VP. Our squad forward finds the Grenadiers in open ground. Sandbags being built. No pack forward in the build queue. Has enough manpower for it.
Enemy has driven a wedge in our lines.
Okay, Battle Phase 2 is not being researched at the moment.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Pioneers are falling back.
Our
Pioneers will escape on out of there. Grenadiers are advancing. M15, nothing to stop it. Oh, Paradrop AT gun. That's very nice. Drops an MG34 and Pack 40. Bars have been researched and being deployed. Our squad's behind some heavy cover. Grenadiers can be eyeing for this bit of heavy cover. This landmine has been detonated recently. Weapons here also got a pile of basic munitions and fuel. Captain and our squad over here. The Pioneers starting to fall back now. We do have the Grenadier falling back as well. And decides to dismount to get repairs and capture the VP. Captain and Rifle Squad getting some fire there on the Grenadiers. 2-2 is advancing. MG34 resecured. Rangers deployed in the field, going for Thompsons. MG34 gets good spread there. He could use on. No, he already used on me.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Mission squad laying down more wire there. Minesweeper Pioneers are falling back. Pack 40 is advancing up here. Does not get a shot off. Grenadiers getting hit. Oh, there was some sort of landmine there, but that sounded like a light AT mine by the US player. I don't see any S mines here, so that could have been a light AT mine detonated by the AA half track. Grenadiers pushing up north, catching the northern flank. We do have these forces getting healed on up and reinforced, of course. A half track has that good enough health. They're on me there. Two push way forward, get some damage from that rifleman. Pioneers do take a bit of damage, nothing too significant at the moment. Rangers getting some damage from the Pioneers, force them back. Up north we do have the Grenadiers falling back, 2-2 firing away. Grenadiers pushing along the flank. M15's reversing on in. MG34 does get suppressed there. Pack 40 does get a pen there. Of course, the Rex Squad's overrunning everything. Rangers here could charge forward to get more damage going. 2-2 firing away. Could be some anti-tank rifle grenades to be casted. Anti-tank rifle grenades being casted. One connects. The second one... Oh, not being casted there. May have ran out of munitions. Looks like he did. Up north, I heard something may have been hit. Grenadiers getting hit by the AM-15 now. Rangers on the flank. But slowly being whittled down and falls on back. Grenadiers are falling back. The other Grenadiers taking some damage as well. Pack 40 is sitting on up. Does get a good pen there. Rifle grenade on the captain. He's already pretty wounded. But probably will not get squad away. Falls back for finding more bullets. Their squad has at least one bazooka. 2 bazookas actually loaded up on that squad.
A capture point is under attack.
Rifle squads being upgraded bars.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
MG34 firing away does not suppress the rifle squad in time. It is behind heavy cover. Oh well. No lieutenant, just captain. 2 takes some damage there. Looks like the MG34 will get flanked. Grenadiers do fall back here. If you saw the landmines, it was from the rifleman defense structures. Rifle squad taking some damage there from this grenadier. Does fall back there. This rifle squad still pushing forward. Starting to get some hits here. 2 straight forward. Oh, on me onto the Rangers. 4 members. So he has 4 Thompsons up and going. Rangers taking some damage there. Grenadiers do fall back. 2 reverse them on impact. 47 a good enough angle. M15 does take a pen, but we'll be able to drive out R quickly enough.
We have 300 points remaining. The sector has been cut off.
MG34 sitting on up. Grenadiers and MG34 firing away. Suppressed down the rear squad. 2 did not take any hits there.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Quite possibly. He has a major on the field. He has 135 fuel. He is about 3.5 command points away from a Pershing. He could be going straight for a Pershing. He does have a Scott Bolton, but he's not going for a Scott. I think he might be going for a Pershing. Wehrmacht player has tier 3 built. No battle phase 3. More wire being built. We got a Jackson on the build queue, which will round those compositions that he is lacking AT vehicle, but maybe a regular Sherman tank would be best at this point.
We are losing a sector.
I do understand the Jackson. I just don't think he necessarily needs it. Sherman tanks are pretty good.
Our territory. The enemy has driven a wedge in our
Yeah,
line.
possibly, yeah. Right now, the user player is lacking AT, and has pretty good anti-infantry at the moment with all of his rifle squads upgrade bars. That squad's trying to fall back, so it's M15 lurking around, causing good work. A few Grenadiers will wipe out the Major, so it just got thrown away there. 2 hitting the Captain, MG34 facing the wrong direction. M10 heading down south. Jackson rolls a miss on 2-2. 1 pen's done for. 2-2 goes down. He sees the Jackson now, so he could maybe I just don't deploy out any armor at the moment. He could go straight for Battle Phase 3 if he wants to. Maybe I for Panzerwerfer. Or go for a Brumbar. North, you have the Pioneers, Booms, sandbags there. Pens full in the build queue.
Sector.
Grenadiers do advance some heavy cover. Rangers up. Oh, was that a teller mine? Teller mine went down there. Did not see a teller mine there. My apologies. But at least I caught the explosion. It was explosive. It's a very well placed teller mine if he snared himself a half track.
We are losing a sector. We have a new Panzer IV.
Panzer Force now on the field. Grenadiers and Pioneers push down south. Pioneers, of course, will be a good, decent meat shield there. Jackson maybe trying to destroy the sandbags there. Hits his own sandbags. Gets decent rifle grenade on the captain again. Jackson rolls a miss. Panzer IV gets a nice little pen there. Pack 40 connects. Oh, here we got the Rangers pursuing the Grenadiers.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Rolls a miss on the fresh squad of Rangers. Thompson Rangers do fall back. Upgraded Rangers do fall back. Woody's gonna go for some bazookas in the Rangers, because triple bazooka Rangers are pretty fun, but he already has a Jackson Field, so probably not needed. Or really not needed. He's going for a Scott. Good Scott. Now the captain takes a bit of damage, nothing too crazy. Captain Veteran 3 has access to combat sprint, not fully reinforced. Scott almost completed in the field. A rear squad helped move repairs onto the Jackson. You now have the Luftwaffe officer now deployed in the field. Panzerfaust 1 connects in Jackson, but we need Panzerfaust 2, which he's not currently getting. He wants the conditions for the incendiary bomb run. Pack 40 connects. Down south, MG34 against good suppression, got on me into that Ranger. Ranger is going to be angrily shouting at the Panzer IV. He can't do much there. We do have a drop bazooka there by the Russian squad. Grenadiers are falling back there. Ooh, wait, was that another telemine? It killed 3 guys that had been telemine. That is a... He lost eventually 2 Rangers due to a telemine being detonated by a stray shot. I don't think that was the US Lama that had been telemine. Does that mean it required the Panzer IV to kill off 3 models a shot? And that squad was pretty well spaced out. Telemine, since the anti-vehicle, is not meant to hit infantry, so it doesn't have the limitations to only kill 2 models. Pioneers will fall back. Over here we do have the Scott deployed in the field. Scott destroys sandbags. Now that was the sandbags on his side. He may have aimed with the forward but rolled a miss
Tactical point being
or misclicked. I'm not sure why he destroyed his own sandbags. Gets a pretty good shot there on those Grenadiers. They either fall back or use medical supplies themselves.
capture point.
He does fall back, of course, with it. The officer's straightforward, gets forced on back, takes a bit of damage there. Our squads and the Rangers heading to the center of the map. Ranger 34 may get some good suppression here. It's the last squad there. All those squads have now suppressed. He did use a Scott smoke barrage there. He does have, of course, the 4 Grenadiers, though this one has low levels of efficiency. I'm pretty sure this one's, yeah, a recent replacement from something. Panzer 4 destroyed some sandbags there. Jackson gets a pen on the Panzer 4. Good pen there. Gets received another good pen. Jackson obviously won. Another Panzer 4 there on the build queue. Grenadiers on the flank, hitting the Rangers. Grenadiers push forward. Pack 40 connects.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Scott misses there, but I'm pretty sure that's a barrage order. Next round, gets a decent splash hit there. The other squads do manage to fall back in time. Hands 4, fresh one pushing up north. May get a good shot there in the rifle squad. I see him pretty stacked up. Rolls complete whiff though. MG set up over here. Down south, officer may get crushed by the Jackson. No guys get crushed there. And the rest squad take a bit of damage there from the officer squad.
We are losing a sector.
Got some sort of, I guess, a smoke run from the officer. Another recon pass from the officer as well as a strafing run. Not sure what that other flare was.
Well done. We have forced the enemy
Officer's trying to fall back there. Pack 40 connects onto the Scott.
Enemy forces are securing our territory. Engage!
Does get anti-craft grenade off. We'll need 2. Let's see, use players has saddle munitions for another anti-craft grenade. Scott, these does have 2 Scots of field. Those guys are pretty stacked up, so splash damage could be a bit more of an issue.
Just got a report of an infantry unit being wiped out.
It's like a rifle squad down there got wiped on out. Did drop a bar. Captain also be pick up the bar. Jackson gets a pen there onto the Panzer 4. Sends a good pen to the Jackson. Do have another smoke run being brought on in. Another on me. Officers trying to engage. Of course, Thompson Rangers are generally better, but that is especially 2 officer. And Thompson Rangers were moving a little bit more. Bit of splash hit there on those grenadiers.
United full strength. Reinforcements in. Welcome to the death factory, boys. Stick with me and you might
We do now have Rock Squad building another set of sandbags. Rock Squad up north does take a bit of damage.
A capture point is under attack.
Grenadiers engaging the riflemen. Ground player has enough munitions for a incendiary bomb run. He almost has enough for another heavy bombing run, for a heavy bombing run. Bit of damage on those grenadiers.
Taking hits.
Jackson rolls a miss.
contact! Heavy MG!
Your squad does fall back there. Some more smoke raining on in. Rangers are suppressed, or not suppressed, are being suppressed by a strafing run, but those roll a miss there, looks like. Over here, we do have now the Pence 4 forward for that Rock Squad. Still just one Jackson on the field. May need to get out another one with the Panzer 4s, two Panzer 4s. He has another AT at the moment. He can always get him on a T-gun. He almost has enough manpower for it. Scots engage the MG34 close range.
We're losing a capture point.
Does not wipe it out yet. Panzer 4 does hit a bit of pen there from bazookas.
Krauts have cut our supply line. Frontline
Scots
units are being
gets
hung out
one
to dry.
Panzerfaust off. Focus on one target rather than splitting them. Panzer rotating up north. One of them splits away forward. Grenadiers takes some damage there. Jax gets a pen there. Retarget towards the Scots. Grenadiers here. They may need to fall back really soon. Does get abandoned there.
A gun carrier just got knocked out.
Jackson push way forward. Scott going down. Panzer Force puts in a fire. One more shot on that Jackson's on 4. Force farther ground if you're trouble with Incendiary. Does destroy it there with the Pack 40. This Panzer 4 just falling back. Bazookas do take up the Panzer 4. And Panzer 4 does finish off that Scott there. All the US armors down. The Wehrmacht player still has one Panzer 4 remaining. Our squad captain Rangers advancing.
Opponents are seizing a
These players have 135 tickets versus 256. And the Panzer 4 will be falling back. Got a city bomber there. Pair of anti-tank rifle grenades to connect. Gets a bit of incendiary effect.
We are losing a sector.
Grenadiers engaging the Rangers.
The territory is out of contact. The enemy is taking our territory. We have a new
Another Panzer 4 on the build queue. And 180 on the build queue for the US player. He has 130 fuel. Or 113 fuel, I meant. He has captured the MG34. Oh, the US player back of the game. There was a bit of lag spike when I had him selected. US player may have backed out of the game. Yeah, most of the US player. Yep, US player has backed out of the game. This Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. That was a little bit stuffy at the moment. Let's go on to a 2v2 next. I love how everybody's just chilling, but then there's a guy that's either bleeding out or is already dead. The medic is like just standing there. Everybody's just chill. The fact there's a potentially dying guy. Let's see. Seems reasonable enough. What's this one looking like? I cannot click on these buttons. Just did Vermont. Let's do this one. Double Soviet versus double W. Blah, double OKW. Cannot speak today. Oh, I'm not sure about some true advantage of the US there. I think your comment may came in a little bit late. That came in at 4:36, which is right now. Greetings everyone, and Grade here of another Company Heroes 2 replay. On the north side as the blue Soviet player got Leaks 12 Kapsul. Spawn as the other yellow Soviet player, we got Geoxis. Spawn on the south side as magenta Okada player, we got Falco Nero 22. And spawn as the red Okada player, got Saltman trademarked. Trademark had 2 minesweepers, so even a mine spam would be useless. True. I mean, after all, two of those teller mines were, well, one got M15, the other one got the rifle or ranger squad that was versus 2. Combat engineers are going to get ripped apart there. Those drop a guy there. They're already firing away before they even get a shot off. Yet gets inside. Great early engagement there by the Okada player. Him jumping out the far side of the door was even worse. He probably could have got some good work done with 3 windows on the side, but popping out and saying hi to them is not a good idea. They may be the bear people, but they don't give very good bear hugs. We do have something being built here. A conscript likely. Yep, I just need to look up there. My mind's melted. Shrimp Pioneers push forward. This one finds some combat engineers as well, but this time Kubvog is here to help out. Gets knocked around a little bit there. The magenta player's gone for Volksgrenadiers into Kubvog and into SW's half track. You may be eyeing for a doctrine with Jägerlight infantry, which does have access to. Could always go for Sturm officer as well. Volksgrenadiers eye for some heavy cover. Very nice. Incendiary grenade has been thrown. And the Soviet player here will get the cutoff sector. Volksgrenadiers, 3 out of 4 guys firing. This other squad here does get the flank damage behind some light cover. This guy's simply behind no cover. Falling it back there. Volksgrenadiers start firing away. Nobody's here firing since the bushes are in the way. Volksgrenadiers on the flank once again, and both those conscripts now falling back. Good early engagements there by the OKW players. Battle Group HQ now on the build queue. Up north, we do have the Volksgrenadiers and the Kubvogans trying to fall back. Kubvogan heading up north. Shrimp Pioneers will need to fall back really soon. Kubvogan has plenty of health to work with. Magenta has selected Overwatch Doctrine for some Jägerlight Infantry and has for Jägerlight Infantry. Battle Group HQ has been flown in the field. Of course, needs the structure upgraded from Gal to G43s. Or G43 singular. Right now, it's just an improved Grenadier. For a pretty cheap rate of 280. As the Jägerlight Infantry has the same rifle as the Grenadier, but just has a bit of target size of 0.75 as opposed to 0.91. I'm curious to get the flamethrower, but that squad's already pretty wounded. We will get a burster, but he does pull out heavy cover in time. That squad falls back. The other squad needs to fall back soon as well. Conscripts on the flank. But that squad also needed medics. Shum combat engineer does fall back. Possibly gets wiping out. Got a lot of his other conscript squads pushing forward though. Jaeger infantry and Volksgrenadiers also pushing forward. Grenades going there. Senior grenade. Flame engineers pushing forward. May want to target that Jaeger infantry just behind some heavy cover. Looks like the two balanced team Soviets have ISU 152 plus airborne combo. Well, right now we do have the defensive community tactics. You could go for, like you said, for the airborne troop tactics, that very familiar face. Guard motor coordination tactics is probably still pretty nice for the 120mm mortars. That's a good map for 120mm mortars. Good spot would be behind that train and that building. And of course, guards and left 8 or ML20s. I could never really make ML20s work. I can make left 18s work, I just could never make ML20s work. Red, I should also mention, has gone for Special Operations Doctrine. And Magenta has now deployed a flak half-track. Also going to take a bit of damage. Command Panther and Jaegers also looks like a combo. Not really a strong combo, but still nice to have. Combat engineers take a bit of damage there. Yellow's gone for 120mm mortar. Did I say 120mm mortars on this side? That's the wrong side of the map. My mind is completely fried. Combat engineers take a bit of damage there. He may lose that cutoff sector. However, conscripts move forward. He does tag off in time. Incendiary grenade been thrown to the conscript squad. Flak half-track rotating up north. Double Jaeger light infantry on the field. If I would try out double Jaeger light infantry, I actually do try to go for double Sturm Pioneers. Good mortar hit there. So yeah, his teammate has 120mm mortars, so he does not necessarily need them. Left 18s are nice, or ML20s can be nice. Recon Overflight and Bomber Rounds are a pretty good combo though. And guards. But hard to say which doctrines the other Soviet players should go for. Nothing screams to me go for this doctrine. Conscripts push forward, combat there. ML20 looks something weaker. Maybe developments feared. I think overall, I can't remember. I think it's the reason why I can never make ML20s work is because usually the targets, the squad sizes are generally smaller, so there's less targets to hit. Overall, I think the ML20 fires more shells per barrage. But I think the scatter's higher. Can't remember actually. Flak half-track takes some small arms. Plus, the B4 is very different. Though in my mod, I definitely reworked the B4 because to make it a bit more direct fire weapon like the PAC-43 just give it the Soviet faction a bit more variety. Still has access to the barrage ability to cost munitions, but still. So it becomes a bit more of a dedicated AT weapon rather than a dedicated artillery piece. He has now selected the doctrine, the staple guard motor coordination tactics, mark target, T-485s, guards. It's overall still just a good generalist doctrine. Just not a fun doctrine in my opinion. I just don't actually like T-3485s. If I want AT, S-35s. If I want AT infantry, T-34 76s. I'm just not a big fan of T-34 85s myself. And plus Katyushas, if I really want anti-infantry at range. Overall, I find I work with Katyushas better with ML20s. Mortar misses the Kupovagen. Volkswagen forced back the conscripts. Dishka deployed on the field. Senior grenade thrown in the garrison. Great mortar hit there on the Volksgrenadiers. Lag rolls and miss there. Conscripts or Combateers get some damage there, but you have the officer and Volksgrenadiers there. Jaeger Line Infantry has hold fire turned on, almost efficiency 2. Most of the Light getting some hits there onto the conscripts. Jaeger Light Infantry firing away. Good light artillery barrage on hitting it. Will destroy his own sandbags though if he doesn't stop the barrage. Shun Pioneers pretty forward. He could throw a stun grenade inside the garrison. See a grenade thrown to the garrison.
The enemy is reduced to 300 points.
Volksgrenadiers firing away, hitting that conscript squad. Up here, you have the Shun Pioneers pretty forward. Maxim fire away. Shun Pioneers falling back, but the quad aft track annihilates the Veteran C4 Kupovagen. And the Vickenwerfer does get forced back as well. Mortar does hit the Volksgrenadiers. The other Volksgrenadiers does recover from suppression. And conscripts do get to some heavy cover there. Do you have the flak half track firing some bursts? Mortar range far, nowhere near anything. Conscripts do take a bit of damage there. Oh, I hear infiltration grenades being thrown, mostly largely avoiding them. Conscripts are quite wounded. Volksgrenadiers do fall back. Maxim firing away for maximum firepower. The Kupovagen is almost fully destroyed. Sandbags do get destroyed there. Conscripts need to fall back. They need medics. Got a relatively healthy squad there. Force retreat on the Maxim from the Shroom officer. Is that demolition charge there? Yes, yes it was. I could not tell. It was such a weird position. I wasn't expecting demolition charge there. It's like, is that a drop flamethrowers or a demolition charge? It was in fact a very explosive demolition charge. Does merge under the flame engineers, very nice, but they're super wounded right now, so they're getting ripped apart. Conscript squad does fall back there as well. Storm Pioneers fall back because of the quad half track. This garrison's quite warm. 28485 provides 2 huge advantages. More health, 5 hits with 166. Yep, very important there. Normal versus infantry, normal versus vehicle. But it does also cost quite a bit more. After all, it was, what was it, 140 fuel? I can't select the Soviet player right now. I can't click on that structure he doesn't have available.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
But overall for its fuel cost, I find the AT little extra health is not super great versus the just go from another T-34 Sim 6. It's easier to get out 3 T-34 Sim 6s rather than versus 2 T-34 85s. KV-1 and KV-8 useless for heavy vehicles, while SU-5 is useless for infantry. The thing as well, SU-85, however, is excellent versus vehicles, and I generally find it pretty reliable at that. And I like KV-1s because they're pretty bulky anti-infantry assets, and they're also still pretty hard to counter to Panzer IVs, Stugs, and all that sort. If I'm finding heavy vehicles, I generally either go for a Swarmer T-34-76 or SU-85. The pen rate on T-34-85s doesn't feel great. Comms do get wiped out.
T-34 ready for combat.
Conscripts do fall back there. T-34-76 deployed out here. Yellow's currently plating out something, probably some sandbags. Did I hear a Stukas? Nope, it's probably some light shots. What abstract firing away, gains some hits there, destroys some sandbags there. Good is there on the Panzer IV. Red actually does not have too much on the field at the moment. At this rate, Paul needs a cannon warfare. Incendiary grenade or Molotov's been thrown there, immolating the Volksgrenadiers. Starting to fall back now, took quite a bit of damage from it. Garrisons take some hits. Oh, flare mine or trap does get tripped. Mine super engineers need to get on out of there relatively soon. This gun firing away gets a good pen there on the flak half track. Scenic grenade thrown there, hits the conscripts. Trains enough, but then again, it's also like if he starts spinning out AT guns, then a single Katusha just becomes a hard counter to him.
We are losing territory.
Good hits there. I've never really had any huge issues with Zis guns. I also am a big fan of Soviet mortar. The Soviet mortar is a pretty nice asset as well for taking out AT guns as well as smoking out the MGs. It's high accuracy, not to mention mortar flare. Like, mortar flare is also great since you could disable pop one out before you launch assault, see what the AT guns are, either focus them down or simply just go around them, flank them. Volksgrenadiers do take some damage. Granted, I am also speaking in the terms of 3v3s, since that's generally what I played. Rather than 2v2s or 1v1s. Volksgrenadiers. Because after all, 1v1s, 2v2s, 3v3s, and 4v4s all play drastically different. Conscripts do fall back there. Good shots there. Kupovagen goes down. A half track will be falling back. T-34-76 does take a pen there from the cannon warfare.
Now you can use Molotovs to burn those bastards.
That's sort of nice thing as well. One thing that's great about computers too, we could talk about different strategies. They're all pretty usable to work with. There's not one set in stone strategy. Mortar does destroy that landmine there. And a lot of it all also comes down to the initial early game about just placement of standard infantry. And standard infantry is always lurking there, which is one reason why I do gravitate towards more anti-infantry focused assets who can do it efficiently. Because you knock out the infantry, then the AT guns basically are worthless. Because then the conscripts, Volksgrenadiers, and all that sort just simply just overruns them. Which is one reason why I do gravitate towards either or Sim6s, because they're far cheaper. Up north, we do have the Panzer IV, T4 85 deployed in the field. Shroom officer, relatively fresh one. Behind some heavy cover there. Shroom pioneers will fall back, a lag firing away. Scores a miss on the T4 85, not like it would do anything to begin with. Volksgrenadiers, I have. Oh, there goes another officer. I was going to say Volksgrenadiers going to throw some grenades. They did, but overall, Red's sort of just getting ripped apart up there. Kenilworth for 4, got double for Kenilworth for Magenta. Flag half tracks in reserve. Probably a good idea to just keep in reserve, use it as an anti-air asset in order to intercept the marked targets from being spotted. Which actually, marked target plus the anti-tank Overwatch is a combination. Expensive combination, but a combination. Which, speaking of which, yellow has a big stock of munitions and almost enough command points for a anti-tank Overwatch. Once I saw 2 engineers, 4 conscripts, and a single guards in 1v1. Combat engineers are pretty good. Conscripts, of course, are conscripts. They are very good, particularly with the 7-man squad or PPSHs. And guards, they are excellent vehicles. I remember taking time Panzer IVs down with just using guards because button and PTRSs is such a powerful ability. Honestly, guards are a little bit too generalist for my nature. Hence why my mod, I actually split their upgrades so that you can either go for DPs or PTRSs, make them less generalist. Do I hear a left 18? Magenta has pulled out 2 left 18s, or one of them still being built. This one's barraging over here. So Magenta's gone for 2 left 18s. Has 2 Kenilworths in the field. Is a pop cap. May have trouble reinforcing light, but that's fine. Just leaving red to max out his composition. He's probably eyeing for the Command Panther. Just needs one more drop of fuel and a bit more manpower. Plus he needs another 200 men to shove into a Panther. And I do mean the animal. Shroom Pioneers hitting the conscripts, taking a bit of damage there. Kenilworth rolls a miss there. Zis gun firing away. Shroom Pioneers falling back. Yeagle infantry over here. With such crazy Soviet armor, shouldn't worry about anything except German rock artillery. I'm guessing making right now. That would be very nice. Looks like yellow's going for double left 18, double Katyushas. Of course, got double left 18s on the field. And right now, just back to what I was saying before, and board T3 versus Sim6 would be very nice. Let's see, yellow will have, of course, Katyushas help displace these Kenilworthers. Speaking of Katyusha, looks like he knocked out the lag. May not necessarily need to recruit it. Maybe a good idea for his teammate to recruit it. Maybe that was Reds. Shroom Pioneers being suppressed by the Dishka. Panzer IV straight forward. Molotov thrown in the Shroom Pioneer. This gun gets a pen there. I just wish all Shroopin were reworked. I find them very too constrictive. It's difficult to get any value in them, particularly now with the final patch made them a tier 1 unit. They should have been tier 0.
We've lost a squad of infantry.
Nope.
A medium tank was destroyed.
Looks like Red lost his Panzer IV. Sorry, missed that. Command Panther deployed in the field. Looks like went down there. No, I think Overwatch is not on cooldown, so and he lost a good amount of his infantry as well. Red is taking beating. Purple or Magenta has plenty of assets, including enough for a sector assault and then some. Red has a big stockpile of munitions, so may want to just start spamming buildings in the Command Panther. He needs infantry, he needs a bit of everything. He has anti-tanks, so don't go for any more Panthers, Command Panther, or anti-Panthers, or Jagdpanzers. Panzer IVs would be good, or side-tech or Stuxfus, but not a lot of fuel of that. I think another Panzer IV would be good, and possibly try to squeeze another Obstlassen, but that's a big, tall order right now. Since it's lacking manpower as well as fuel. Or T-476 gets a good shot there on the Sturm Pioneers.
Batteries reporting. Reconnaissance by flare now available.
Another Obstlatzen on the build queue. Jaeger Line Infantry engaging the conscripts. Over here, these guys are capturing that sector up. I hear Katusha Barrage. Looks like he's hitting the left 18. I wonder if it's a creeping barrage. Looks like both, or I think all three of the Katyushas are firing right there. Oh, Satsun got spawn killed. Left 18 took severe beating as well. Red is just taking a pounding. Another flare mine detonated over there. Dishka got captured. Those guys are trying to spot, but they're not in camouflage. Right now, it feels the Soviet players are in pretty good position. The VPs wise, the Axis players are a slight advantage. Ever so slight, 11 tickets, so that's pretty much nothing right now. Red is taking a massive pounding. Both blue and yellow have plenty of assets in the field. Red has pretty much nothing. Magenta is taking some hits, but is perfectly fine there. Even going from Mechanized HQ. Repairs for both these players wouldn't be half bad. Oshrupen were unbalanced, but now they are useless. Maybe Zero Tech, but unlock sandbags of Battle Phase 1? Possibly. Oshrupen, they're first weirdly programmed. I would say, I don't know if they were or weren't, but put them on cooldown, and maybe a longer cooldown when there was usually a call-in ability, or just cast them and have them to be a tier 0 build asset. Because right now it's really hard to justify Oshrupen when they're in the same structure as Grenadiers, and for 40 more manpower, Grenadiers are far superior in both cost effectiveness and just generally less frustration. So Shrupens have a weird, the weird buff and debuff mechanic. Looks like another big Katyusha barrage here onto left 18. Left 18 is quite damaged. And that shot there may destroy it. Does destroy it. Over here, looks like the Eagle Infantry falling back. Panzer IV pushing forward, gets a pen there. The Kenworth gets a good pen as well. The Kenworth gets a good pen as well. And rolls a miss there. Got the sector assault there. The Kenworth finishes that one off. Combat blitz there. Marked right there. 2 shots in the Panzer IV is done for. Or 2 pens. Like that. Here comes the strafing runs. Oh, left 18 shot there. The Kenilworth first Volkswagens are running across the field. Zis guns right there. Do have now a half track being blown field. It's going for a quad half track. Is Yellow's quad half track still alive? Nope. All quad half tracks are down. Volkswagens being some good light cover there. Conscripts as well. Does get suppressed by the captured Dishka. Red's lost all of his Volkswagens, has rebuilt his Sturm Pioneer. So where this map's just getting a bit of lag spikes. My apologies for that. Sometimes the game's cooperative, sometimes the game's not cooperative when it comes to these lag spikes. Even on the same map, different map. Maybe because it's Wednesday, the other day, maybe last week because it was Wednesday, it was working fine, but this week it's not working right because it's a Wednesday. Not sure. We do now the SU-5 34, T-34-85 as well. Double Kenilworth for hit there on the T-34-85. Panzerfaust firing. Connects. Black half track hitting the conscripts. Oh, looks like they lost that support weapon. May lose the Jaeger infantry. There's a lot of Katyushas hitting that Jaeger infantry. Volkswagens are a little bit too far forward, though they may run to the barrage now. Yep, they ran to the barrage. Jaeger infantry there falling back. What if Battle Phase 1 is halving cooldown? Possibly. Honestly, train time is probably the best way just to do it. Personally, I think all Sturm Swords just need a bit of rework. Get rid of the buff and debuff mechanic. Because how all Sturm work is they have a constant state of they have 50% less accuracy. But when they're in cover, they get a ×3 multiplier to the accuracy. I think they shouldn't really be tailored to cover like that. Because it's so extreme, because some maps you just can't use them initially. And some maps, there's just cover everywhere. That would be the first start how I would rework all stream. That's sort of what I did for my mod. I also made it so they do sort of rework the cover, and it's sort of, I really reworked them quite a bit in my mod, to say the least. Oh, took some pens there. I also turned them into a tier 0 unit without tacking or doctrines. Got some more timed shots there. Hands 4 wants a bit of massage from it. Command Panther took a massive beating there. One more pen stun 4. Katyusha even poses a threat to it right now. Got really lucky that those didn't pen. And then we're falling back. Conscripts is pushed way forward. I hear another Katyusha barrage. Got something weapon there. That's the other left 18. Sturm Pioneers getting hit. Looks like the Katyushas are just causing too many issues with the Axis players. Red's not been getting another good grasp of the game. Lost too many squads there lost too many of the officers. Going for another Panzer 4, that's probably be very nice. Don't think left 18s. When it comes to OKW, I prefer Stuxifus over left 18s. So much more useful. We're starting to fall back there. Jaeger Infantry 4, Efficiency 4, Efficiency 5. Good amount of efficiency on Jaeger Infantry. Those conscripts not really properly fighting back. What is the Austrian LMG modifier? It just gives them light machine gun. I think they're affected by the cover and not cover advantages, but can't remember off the top of my head. Don't know if they use the same MG as Grenadiers, or they have their own variant. think they use the same one. But they, of course, had the weird modifiers working with them. Not really sure how exactly work. I haven't really looked into it. In my mod, I made it so that they just get a 7th man. Just extra men for the all-trooping squad. Oh, we do have now the Command Panther push forward, blitzing on forward. No, I actually changed that, so no longer 7th man. Can't remember exactly. But the Command Panther pushed right forward, got a mark target there on the Panther. Rolled another miss there. He hit the bunker. Oh, have a good night. Did take an AT grenade. S-85 can some good shots there. T-45 goes to rear armor. Got the sector assault running on ends. Does get abandoned. That could be captured by the Soviet player. For a bit more insult injury, Red's already lost so much, and now he's donated a Command Panther to the Soviet players. Good amount of healing up here. Oh, looks like this guy rammed this guy here, but you have now the anti Overwatch summoned as well. I heard of Panzer 4, yet the red Panzer 4 has gone down. Has continued spotting there from the combat engineers for now. He has prioritized fire, turn on, needs to turn off prioritized fire. Sleep. And he is stuck there. I think he may have backed out of the game or something. Not sure, maybe it had a momentary lapse. All the Panzer's done. I think the Axis players are completely done for. I mentioned they have 36 tickets. Command Panther is going to repair it on up. .120mm mortar firing away. Yeah, I think the Red's out of the game. I think the Axis players are just journey out of the game right now. Oh, looks like Magenta's still playing. HQ's gone down. Red's not back in the game just yet. Soon to be a triple capture in favor of the Allies. And that's going to be game for the Axis. Here, another Katyusha barrage is over here. Nope, right there in the lag. Oh, heard something explode that could have been the carcass? I'm not sure. Yep, looks like it's going to be game. Axis players are a little bit idle. I'm just going to fast for the last bit. One player dropped, the other person back to the game with 12 tickets remaining. This is Angrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Before I get started next replay, I'm going to take time, restart the game to clear out the VRAM cache. It's generally a good idea to restart the game after every single game. And while it's booting back up, I'll be using the restroom. Please give me a moment.
Sega.
My apologies, I'm back. And let's find perhaps one last replay for tonight. Let's finish off with hopefully a good 2v2. Big, heavy shock, heavy, blah, I cannot speak right now or read. Seems all reasonable enough. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Company Heroes 2 replay. Spawn top right side as a blue Soviet player, we've got Faust. Spawn as the left side as is yellow British ally, we've got Shock, Heavy, Big Hamster Tactic. I wonder if he knows Hamsky. Spawn bottom left side as the red Wehrmacht player, we've got MCA Max 1336, not 1337, so no elite. And spawn as the magenta austere player, we've got Dodd Bish. Why was that name well enough? Either way, also got intersections, got MG42 into Grenadiers. Down south, I see two MG42 supply at the exact same time. And probably could see Grenadier and Grenadier. Yep. I see the build progress at the same time as well. Pioneers advancing, going straight for this garrison. Probably gonna try to load up the MG42 into it. Universal carrier now being flown in the field, which is an upgrade from the Company Heroes 1's Bren carrier, because now it can upgrade, carry all weapons universally, I think. Intersection heading down south. Pioneers inside the garrison. Commentators, given the time, will win the fight. M242 gets inside the garrison. He will not win the fight. And we'll throw the Pioneers back inside once again. That may have been a mistake. Just dismount them, let them capture up some sectors. Grenadiers advancing. Royal Engineers now pulling the field. Do have the Mobile Assault Regiment now selected. This teammate could complement it with Armored Assault, Soviet Shock Army, or Shock Rifle Frontline Tactics. So we've got both of the options for IS-2. Last auction does have access to T-85s and 120mm mortars, as well as a nice little artillery barrage. Excuse me. He does have some IS-2 bolts in here. A Dance with Tanks. IS-2s have 4% turn speed and 4% accelerate faster. I have no idea how effective that is. There's only two doctrines for IS-2. Both of them looks a bit more meh to me. Don't scream out to me as like a fun doctrine. So I have no idea how effective this bulletin is. Probably not great, honestly. Universal carrier, load up the Royal Engineers. Infantry getting flanked by the double infantry section, and there's some heavy cover there thanks to that destroyed Panzer IV. It's good hits in that MG42. Grenadiers vaults over the light cover. And Paul just got to get inside the garrison. I think he was trying to try to charge this thing forward to flank the MG42, but that was simply not necessary. When it comes to these doctrines over here, Assault Support Doctrine is pretty nice. Fortified Armor Doctrine is very fun. I do like this one because nothing's more fun as haul down Ostwinds with a short-barreled Panzer IV to support them. An Elephant on to boot. Storm Doctrine is pretty nice. I just wish the Jaeger Command Squad was replaced with Stormtroopers for the Storm Doctrine. Like seriously, I've been screaming that for years, but that was never the case. Typical of a Mechanized Assault Doctrine. More of an early game doctrine, so probably not really a good idea. We got a Wasp here. Doing a bit more than stinging everything. Royal Engineers getting some decent repairs. Pioneers, Grenadiers there. Getting repairs onto the Wasp. Joint Operations. It's a nice doctrine, nice mixed doctrine. And a Support Doctrine as well. Probably a good idea to go for Assault Support Doctrine rather than the Mechanized Assault at this moment. Though 250 half tracks are nice and all. Of course, that's the inferior one. You have to pay for Panzer Grenadiers to go along with it. Conscripts take a bit of damage there. M42 behind some good heavy cover, hitting the conscripts here, immolating the MG42. Pioneers advancing. The Wasp likes his sauerkraut extra crispy. MG42 back here, fine way. Heavy cover, slowly whittling down. Pioneers take a bit of fire. Literally. Conscripts getting suppressed there. Not really behind cover there. Commandeers here in heavy cover. Grenadiers need to fall back. Too much damage there. Guess you're putting a medical bunker at home. Pioneers can help out. Flame Engineers immolating the MG42.
access to superior arms and soldiers.
Grenadiers take a bit of damage there. And the intersection does get suppressed. Your mortar running on in somewhere. Good direct hit there. Make it wiped out. Does get wiped out. AEC on the build queue. Wehrmacht sniper here. Bunker built. Needs munitions. We do have a pack 40 in the build queue. Very nice. Gonna be a good idea to send over towards his teammate. Medical bunker going on up. Oh, nice bit of incendiary rounds there. Does not get the Wasp. Wasp did get stung quite a bit there.
Gun is ready for orders.
And red and blue both have selected doctrine. Do have the joint operations doctrine. And we do also have the Soviet shock army. Oh, that exploded. I think got burnt down by the fire effects. Assault support, fortified armor, and storm. All of them useful. Probably not a good idea to go for storm since his teammate already has left 18. Fortified armor. Elephants are very nice in team games. And this map is quite narrow, so elephant will have some good coverage. Assault support would be very nice. A lot of useful abilities. Red is now the artillery officer. Yellow's put out a medic upgrade. Pioneers getting immolated. Sniper hitting the conscript squad soon. Or maybe not. I thought he was aiming. Mortar raining on in. Flamethrower immolating the grenadiers. They need to fall back to some medics. Pack 40 rolls a miss. Falls back to grenadiers and pioneers. And again rolls another miss there. Sniper gets hit there. It's counter snipe. He retreated back thinking there was going to be a counter snipe. That's not the case. MG42 got some good bursts on that sniper. Sniper. Oh, sniper's in range. With MG42 retarget towards sitting the conscript squad. She is having trouble firing. It's getting a little bit that bugged out state. She does get suppressed there. Does receive some shots.
We have been assigned fresh Panzer Grenadiers.
Medics at home? Yes. Officer advancing. Oh, we got incendiary rounds once again. Wasp advance way forward. He sees the incendiary rounds. Retards towards strong squad. Could have possibly wiped it out. It's hard to say, honestly. The Wasp has very little health. Does suppress down the section. Assault officer getting immolated. Officer model does go down, and now some more of the other guys. Pack 40 and goes down. Can't say if the incendiary rounds actually finished off, or the Pack 40 does manage to finish it off, but either way. Actually, no, I can check. 0 kills. According to this, it was the MG42 claim to kill. The Pack 40 shot was potentially not needed, but probably very welcomed. Panzer push way forward. Got the 120mm mortar falling on back. Soft retreat on back. Pioneer took a direct hit there from the 120mm mortar. I do not know why, but the word 120mm mortar has always been a tongue twister for me.
New anti-tank gun has arrived.
Grenadiers firing away some heavy cover. Mortar running on in. There's 2 mortars. I guess the mortar may have actually punched through the scaffolding, or the, not scaffolding. What is this, crane? I guess it's a crane. I actually don't know what this is. Rail signals? I don't think rail signals will need to go across the track. Is that scaffolding? I actually have no idea what this is. I guess some sort of crane assisted loading and unloading. Never really thought about it. Mortars running in, so got a bit of counter barrage here. sniper firing away, gets a good hit on the Grenadiers. Grenadiers fully fall back. So player has quite a bit of munitions float right now. 4 command points with 350 munitions stockpile. That seems unnaturally high, honestly. Same thing with the Soviet, the British player. Yeah, maybe I'm just overthinking it. Good hits there. Mortar's running on in. We have now tier 3 to build on the field. He has gone for a second sniper. Maybe a good idea if a Soviet player goes straight for tier 4. Keyword same 6s are pretty nice. Rifle grenade gets a good hit there. May wipe out that squad entirely. We do now have the officer aura now activated, reducing, I think, accuracy on infantry, cooldown vehicles. For greater accuracy. Yep, greater accuracy for infantry, faster cooldown or reload for vehicles. Good pend on the AEC. Grenadier slowly being whittled on down. Mortar. He has a splash with them Pioneers. Magenta does have tier 3 built. Panzer 4 is very likely. Red can also go for Panzer 4 relatively soon. They have the same fuel consumption. Both. Red does not have tier 3 built. We now have a mortar pit going on up there. Some sort of, I think that's officer heavy mortar barrage. Looks like it.
Taking our territory.
We do now have a recon overflight. One of my most favorite building in the entire game. Misses sniper, good try. Good mortar shot there on the Panzer Grenadiers. Nothing is great as a simple reconnaissance overflight, because who doesn't want to reveal your entire opponent's side of the map for what, 60 seconds? Actually, yeah, 60 seconds for 60 munitions. Rifle grenade. Does dodge it, very nice.
We are losing a sector.
We do have now the assault support doctrine selected for Magenta. It brings a supply truck. And Purple has gone for a fuel cache. Supply truck maybe going to be tasked on the munitions sector or maybe the fuel sector.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
It's generally a good idea to put the supply trucks on the sector that's a resource sector. If not, it's nicer to be for your teammate if you build a cache.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Sniper gets a good shot there.
The HQ has been improved again. Time to unleash our heavy tanks. Reconnaissance Stuka, fueled and ready.
Mortar raining on in. Magenda's Panzer 4 straight forward. We do now have incendiary rounds loaded up in the MG42, but it's also being emulated. It's not looking good for the MG42. Oh, we've got a teller mine here. And the combat engineer gets fully crushed, and the conscript also got pretty well crushed. So supply truck's going to be in the same sector as the fuel cache. It does not gain additional income. It provides a set amount of income to the player, not to the team. And it sets the amount of income equal to a fuel cache and as a munitions cache. You can see here, right now that's providing +6. A standard point will provide +3, so effectively +3 fuel from the fuel cache. And right now, the difference between the two players, you can see here is also +3 difference, as well as +5 difference, which is equal to munitions cache as well. So one open blitz does provide one player income both from munitions and fuel cache. However, if you apply build a fuel cache, it provides both your entire team one fuel cache. So in 2v2s, it's you can be a bit greedy. It's affect the same amount of income, whether or not it's share with your teammate or not. But in 3v3s and 4v4s, go for caches. It will provide your entire team more income that way. In 1v1s, go for supply trucks. You get 2 caches the price of 1. Won't lock down sectors, of course, but still. It's also slightly cheaper. Caches are 250 manpower, while the cargo trucks are 200. Officer needs to fall back, getting annihilated. We'll escape on out there. And 4-2 here, Grenadier's there. Sniper does fall back over here. See, one sniper left on the field for blue. Yep, blue's down to one sniper. Cromwell pushing down south. Red's going for a Brumbar. Pack 40 rolls a miss. Grenadiers fall back, take a bit of damage there. Pack 40 does connect. Great shot there by the Panzer IV. Looks like both these guys being 2 or 4. Very nice. You can go for T-385s. He's missing manpower. That's his bigger problem. He has plenty of fuel at the moment. The British player has very little fuel at the moment. Has, of course, Cromwell on the field. Has gone for Andals, so can go for very fun Churchills. Good rifle grenade there on those commandos. Grenadiers need to fall back. Cromwell does take a pen there from the Pack 40. Brumbar advancing. Rifle grenade fired onto the mortar. British mortar gets annihilated. Grenadiers take a bit of damage there. Grenadiers do take some more damage. Pack 40 does connect on the AEC. Brumbar advancing, lobbed around, gets a good shot there. Pack 40 sitting on up, Brumbar falling back. Cromwell has been repaired to a certain extent. Looks like he can withstand 3 shots, but not much more after that. And Brumbar does get an injured crit there. Got Stug and Panzer IV by Magenta. May just want I have to save him for the Tiger tank next. And looks like he may have Battle Phase 3 research. Yep, yeah, it looks like it's Battle Phase 3 research, just needs more command points as well as resources. Sniper spotting, very nice. Mortars shelling the MG quite a bit. And I'm out there. Falling back. Wehrmacht Sniper could be crushed. Does get spotted there. Make it blown up. Pack 40 connects. Looks like it was a marked target there. Red's gone for left 18. He has joint operations. He could eye for a Pack 40. Best spot for Pack 40 maybe right there. Not Pack 40, Pack 43. And that's probably the best spot for Pack 43, which will really help secure his teammate's flank. Let's see, I suppose here can be good. That's pretty far forward. Back here can be nice being open ground. Oh, got a forward repair HQ here. You can tell by the weird Swiss flags. The non-neutral Swiss flags. Good damage there.
We have a fresh half-track at our disposal.
Good hit there onto that conscript squad. That conscript squad gets annihilated. Good pen there on the Brumbar. And the abstract goes down. Must already had a pen onto it. Panzer IV does take a pen. When it comes to anti-aircraft, the Allies do need some anti-aircraft because, of course, got the strafing run that's now being summoned. I mentioned the reconnaissance overflight. Everything's falling back there. However, he did not need to do that. It would have just caused some painful suppression, but that's about it. Brumbar straight forward, got a 6-pounder here. It's facing the wrong direction. Also look like it sort of scooted a little bit there. Brumbar falling back, pack forward to connect on the Cromwell twice. Brumbar took a bit of beating there. One pen's probably done for. Left 18 barrage last in the location 6-pounder. Good idea. Magenta has gone for a Panzerwerfer as well. Yep, I'll say a good time to save the Tiger tank. It has quite a bit of fuel in reserve. Brumbar is very nice. Does get Panzerfaust off here. Brumbar, Stug may finish off the X-85. 2 more pens and this is done for. 1 more pens done for. He could keep on following, just guarantee the Panzerfaust finish off. Rolls a miss there. Panzerfaust time. Does not get the Panzerfaust off. Was not paying enough attention on this over here. Pack forward and Stug getting take some hits there. I think the Stug can withstand one more pen. Brumbar advancing forward. Does not nuke the engineer. Stug could not withstand another shot there. Thought the previous shot there was above half health. Transport took some hits there. AT grenade, heat grenade does connect. Does not lose that squad. Yep, he could have secured the kill the SU-5 with Panzerfaust, but just simply wasn't paying attention to the fact that his AT support was disintegrating. Auto half track advancing, very nice. Left 18 barrage back here. Probably trying to hit the mortar emplacement. It looks like the half track went down, maybe found a telemine. The barrage of the left 18 is in this general region. You see one shot there, one shot there. It looks like maximum scatter at the moment. It just needs one shot raining close and this entire region's just done for. It looks like it will not connect. Hands forward, connects with the train car. Handsworth barrage running on in, close range barrage. Conscripts get wiped out. Looks like another telemine has been planted there. I wonder if this one over here is still existing. Yes, it looks like it. Magenta's doing quite well with those tellers. If you can't tell. Does spot the now full health SU-85, so one Panzerfaust will not snare his engine. Section heading over here. Crush Firefly, not a bad idea. They're fighting against some armor. He has one 6-pounder. Heavy AT is always quite nice to have sometimes. And he can round out his composition with a land mattress as well. Armor push 4 does find the Brumbar. Looks like Magen's about to get the Tiger Tank. Red could eye for a Panther at the current rate. He actually gets to pull out Pack 43, or is playing Pack 43. As for barrage there, looks like it missed whatever I was aiming for. Brumbar gets a good hit there. 6-pounder connects. X-35 straight forward, hits the Panzer IV, takes the pen there. These Panzers just need to fall back, misses the Cromwell, hits the Brumbar. Pack 43 is almost complete. He has target focus sight there. I think he saw the Pack 43 being built. Artillery barrage down to Pack 40, not Pack 43. Pack 43 engaging does do a full 320 damage, which means he will two-shot these medium vehicles. And there goes that one. And the S-35 looks come out of there. Mortar barrage into the Pack 43. Brumbar getting repaired up by the base HQ. Sniper engaging the VP. As well for barrage raining on in. Barrage grenade firing. Tiger tank advancing. Shock troops pushing forward. We do have the officer here getting overran by the shock troops, though negative cover did do some decent work against the shock troop. There was a frag grenade there in the Grenadiers. He does avoid it. And Tiger Tank does throw a shot towards the shock troops. How's the Pack 43 doing? Crew's wounded. Gun itself only slightly damaged. Oh, that squad got wiped out. That was a Pioneer from Minesweeper, if I remember correctly. Land Mattress Barrage hitting the surrounding region. F-18's health gun has been repaired on up. The Pack 43's crew is definitely taking quite a bit of damage beyond repair. Likely. Not like you're going to be healing up that squad. Oh, most of Pack 40 does get decrewed. And took up quite a bit of damage there as well. Last time checked, thought the Pack 43 had full health. Brumbar straight forward. Good shot there under the Brumbar. Good shot there. The squad does go down there. Brumbar needs to start falling back. Grenadiers need to start falling back. He's trying to finish capture the point. Does not. Over here, got these guys getting suppressed by the MG42. May get fully pinned. The point may be neutralized. F-18 barrage in the mortar emplacement.
They're trying to take it.
Grenadiers taking a bit of damage there. Over here, I've got the Panzer Grenadiers pushing forward. Water half track must be smoked out or something. Oh, got a bomber run there. Decrews the 102mm mortar and severely damaged the quad. Good pin there in the Tiger tank. That was a nice little join there. However, for conscript models, pretty sure they don't get the armor as the regular shock troops. Pioneers, Flamer does explode. Or those comm engineers. Quad has been slightly repaired. Magenta has his Tiger tank course on the field, has one Panzer supporter and a Burn bar. For population cap wise, he's actually at population cap and won't be able to reinforce everything for population, so probably 1, 2, 3. No, he may actually fully reinforce all that. Just evenly enough. He does have to rely on his teammates for the repair HQ here for, well, repairs. Not much build repair bunkers. Alright, so he has built a decent number of repair bunkers. Very nice. Red right now is pretty close to pop cap. Out of manpower though.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Pack 43 has been fully repaired, at least the gun. The crew's of course still beyond repair. Spots nothing capture the point, so it may realize there's some commands on top of it. Those little gammon, they will explode.
Emplacement under attack.
Commandos do lose guide to the Tiger. Close range Panzer Warfare barrage. Oh, even closer than I expected. Rolls a miss though. Officer flying back. Looks like the British may have lost a squad. What squad it was, I'm not sure. Another Panzer Warfare barrage back here. Looks like largely it was a miss. S-35 goes down largely to the Pack 43. This one may receive a deadly hit. Yep, half self down. Brumbar wounds it a little bit more. Artillery barrage there. Officer there. When it comes to VPs, Axis supplies at 313, allies at 129. Does get the crew there, does destroy this AEC of the Pack 43. Pack 43 being recruited by the not recruited by the Brumbar, by the Pioneer. It's one shot of death. If the gun goes down like that, it does explode. And thus the Pioneer squad does full withdrawal there. Brumbar resumes repairs. You have a reconnaissance overflight. He did lose his artillery officer somewhere. As you now have Kadisha barrage running on in. Ally barrage incoming. Over here, stuff reinforced. Soviet player is not AFK. Another S-35 and Build a Q for blue. Red is taking beating. I really do think. Let's see. Yeah, maybe a Panther would be nice. He has a lot of fuel, so I would say don't go for the emplacements. Utilize the fuel. Panther, Panzer IVs, both would be a good option. He has a Burn bar in the field. Another Burn bar would be very fun. Talon mine being built. Right now, I think. Right now, they're having trouble with both the S-35s and the Katusha. Some mobile assets would be very nice. Yellow has only one Firefly on the field. Could I for a second Firefly or go for some Churchills? Both would be very nice. Churchills may be a better option. AC rolls missed there. Brumbar does leave a pin there from the Firefly and S-35. Looks like the Landmass Barrage raining on in. Did tag the Panzer for a little bit. Panzer Barrage looks like rained over here. Not really doing all too much. Grenadiers do take a sniper hit there. We now got a captain favor the Axis players, and the Allies don't have too many DPs remaining. Brumbar, it's a good hit there in the intersection. See the pen there with the Firefly. Another British player has quite a bit of mission sword on up here. Yep, tulips. Double taps the Brumbar. Bundle grenade may wipe out that commandos, if not the Panzer Grenadiers, to take out the squad. And now can be able to take out those AT guns. Nothing to stop those Panzer Grenadiers. Brumbar is falling back. I thought you destroyed the AEC. Could have sworn there's a flaming AEC on the field. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe it was this Cromwell that I saw that was on fire earlier. Oh well. They basically are using the same turret. The AEC use this. The AEC Mark III uses a 75mm gun, like the Cromwell, like the Churchill, like the Valentine. I don't know why, what design decisions that Relic was doing. They grabbed a bunch of vehicles and used all the variants that had the same gun. I would understand the same chassis using different weaponry, like the Stug 3 and Panzer 3 as a good combination. Would make sense. Two clearly different things. Or, say, Panzer IV, Brumbar, Ostwind, all in the same doctrine, which it is. They all use the same chassis, but all drastically different. But if they're all using the same gun, just in different platforms, it's hard to justify the fact that they're not the same gun in performance in game. Sure, the sound effect being different is very nice for that aspect, but still, it's like, why? Sure, if an infantry unit is carrying a bar and another infantry unit carrying a bar, they'd have different level of training, so they would perform differently. Though they could make so the burst duration is the same and things that sort. And even then, one squad could panic a bit more and all that sort. But if it's the same gun, it would have the same performance you're expecting, like versus infantry or versus armor, that sort of thing. Accuracy and inaccuracy aside, what it does when it hits is another matter.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Grenadiers take a bit of damage there. Officer straightforward, that is of course is Veteran 0 officer, fresh officer.
We're losing a capture point.
Grenadiers escape on out, does send the gamut onto the Grenadiers. Everything's falling back there. Brumbar first shot, hits the officer for a bit of damage. And get from 3 from that. Did not take the intersection there. I thought it was going to die with the back shot, a ground shot. AC and Pack 40 target weak points there. Gets a crit. We do have a recon pass. That's not a Suka dive bomb. That's just an aircraft flying, falling out of the sky. Looks like officer artillery there. Pioneers now falling back. Wipes out the Pioneers. Pins down the conscripts. Panzer's now falling back. Oh, I hear a blitz. Panzer 4 blitzing way forward. Paradise fire turned on. Sniper should be able to be going down. Yep, sniper does go down there. Grenadiers and Panzer Grenadiers taking some fire from various sources, including mortars. Need to fall back. Looks like they sort of forgot about them. They're retreating back now. Oh, Brumbar does go down. Tactic advancing. AEC existing. Target shreds are still available. Good hits there. Double pet there. Tulips there. It's stunning right in front of the AT guns. That's not great. Firefly goes down. Tiger Tank goes down. X-Player's losing quite a bit of armor. Oh, Tellermine takes out the AC. See, Yellow has a Centaur, nothing else. Magenta has a Panzer IV and Panzerwerfer, plenty of... Look at all the resources. He was a pop cap, so he has replaceable resources. Red has a Panther now. Lost the Burn Bar, which is a bit of a loss. Still has level 15 in infantry, needs perhaps a Pioneer. Blues has an S-85, which just found Teller Mine. Focus sight is enabled. Because we lost the officer. Doesn't realize the S-35 is easy pickings right now. He needs to turn off the target focus sight. It does stack with engine crit, which means not great. So mortar, you don't want to send that forward. But now it's a British mortar. Grenadiers will be forced back to those soon. Hands for advancing. Panzerwerfer barrage running on in. Get some good hits on those 18 guns, so really wounded them. Oh, got artillery there.
The enemy has destroyed an anti-tank gun.
Oh, I thought I heard some... Oh, he found the other Teller Mine as well. Soviet player's been finding good number of Teller Mines right now. Panzer IV pushing forward. S-35 can provide some coverage, but it can only take one pen before it goes down. 2 pens is done for. Grenadiers advancing. Sees the other one with a pen on it. Mango to short a crit there. Reef target towards the Su-85 now. Pants files that maybe allow him to take it out in one shot. Does. Panther can push forward. This Panzer IV needs to fall back. One chunk down 4. Panther will not finish at T-85. At least they secured the S-35. Heat grenade connects. Panther is no longer cold after receiving some heat. Pack 40 connects on the Centaur.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Our engineers take substantial. Oh, there's a fragmentation bomb around there. Missed the AT guns, though they are quite wounded now. Hands for needs some repairs. Got one repair bunk up gun. Left 18 firing away. Especially 2. Maybe trying to hit the land mattress. We'll be missing the land mattress. Good, a lot of hits there on the MG42. I think I hear the Tiger tank over here. Barrage grenade on the intersection. Another officer now being employed in the field. And the Grenadiers do get wiped on out. Panzer for barrage shooting on in. It's the British mortar.
There's an officer awaiting orders.
A lot of Soviet charge in his way forward. Magenta has 90 spare population, with 1 squad needs to be reinforced. Maybe another Pioneer to help out with repairs wouldn't be half bad. Panzer IV here may put some friendly fire onto that bunker. Decides to target over the shock troops because of that. AT grenade does connect. Katyusha barrage running in. That could finish off the Panzer IV, or that's a land mattress barrage.
Ready for use.
These squads going to fall back now. Consequences forward. And the Panzer IV will go down. Maybe replacing with a Burn Bar wouldn't be half bad. Flame Engineers emulating the Grenadiers. Panzer Grenadiers retreat forward. And the Comm Engineers will need to fall back. About to get annihilated. Drop the flamethrower there, so we could see an urban assault Panzer Grenadier. Oh, got a mortar there. Wipes it out. Not mortar, gammon bomb. AT guns firing away. Panther getting tagged a little bit there. Flame Engineers, or not Flame Engineers, Urban Assault Panzer Grenadier push along the flank. Nice little run there. Decrease AT gun, presumably wounds the other, and stuns a Centaur. Tiger tank push right forward, gets a bit of a good shot there, trying to destroy the AT gun there with the Panther. Gotta be careful not to block your teammate's tank. May squeeze on by, just gotta be careful. If he starts falling back, you fall back. There's a target weak on the Panther. Panther's wounded, so it should just fall back in general. Left 15 does miss the AT gun. Hit rolls a miss. Half track, punching a repair upgrade. Burn bar straight forward. It's a good shot there. Conscripts are advancing. Vegeta has, of course, gone for a Bombar, as I recommended. Has some population to work with. Pioneer does cost 5 population. I say it would be a good idea to go for Skin Pioneer. You have enough population, just enough population. And the extra repairs will come in handy, particularly for the Tiger tank. With the amount of extra resources, he could go for more caches, or maybe try to put a supply truck onto the missions point. Those lose a Grenadier, so he has more population now. Right now, there's a capture favor of the Axis players, which means they're slowly winning the game. Smoke barrage. Shock troops push way forward. Kinds of work for barrage. It's the shock troops, only suppress them. This point over here is neutralizable, so got a single capture in favor of the Axis players. Grenadiers are falling back. This one may have fully captured the point, destroys the AT gun. Firefly connects in the Panther. He's supposed to push right forward. The VP is being claimed. Fully claimed there. Double catch in favor of the Axis players. The signature point is neutralized, so the Axis allies can be losing a decent number of tickets until it gets neutralized and fully captured.
A mere 50 points remain before our defeat.
Just got another recon overflight by Red. Does take a shot there from the Firefly. Does take a pen there. Pack 40 gets a pen on the Firefly. Does get a pen there. Gonna fall back now. Those of the allies do have some captain in favor. Tiger tank has 6 damage there. Also push forward, does get picked off. Not sure what he's trying to do. Hands for bars there. Multiple repair bunkers going on up. Does pin down the conscripts. Of course, still got the quad half track there. He could load up some. Oh, nope, the armor series rounds are actually on cooldown. Panther does take a shot there, sends a pen. Does use the officer aura. Looks like I got a suppression run coming on in. There is a quad half track intercepted though. He does also have access to coordination barrage. He could throw task it on down. Could probably just... Oh, he does task it down somewhere on top of the mortar. He has 2 left 18s that could be firing in that position now. Quad half track goes down. Aircraft looks like already got shot down though. T-35 received a miss there. Urban Assault Panzer Grenadiers advancing way forward. Ooh, good shot there. Yeah, we got some ore here. Is that the straight run? Don't think that is. Could be. Got now the scan ability being utilized there. 14 needs to get on top of VP. Panzer Grenadiers taking some damage there, need to fall back. Takes a pen there, sends a pen. Rolls a miss there, Pack 40 versus a 2. Sends a miss, sends a pen. The central point will be captured. And we're seeing capture the Allies counted down 40 VPs. The Axis players are down to 124 as well. They don't have too much either, just more. Bunker here, unupgraded bunker. No Vegetasies, can't use the capture ability. Almost Vegetasi 1 though. Infantry War 2 hitting away. Does start falling back there. Could be a... Oh, does lose the MG. Panzer War for barrage could be nice here. Panther straight forward. Taps Infantry War 2. Panther does take a pen there. Does see some heat grenades. Grenadiers straight forward. Left 18 or Pack 43 is got to pull in the field. Firefly takes some hits there. Pack 43 is going to be connecting on the Centaur. This looks like Soviet artillery barrage there. Misses. Hits the left 18. Directly there on those comm engineers. Almost wiped them out. Got now the landmass barrage hitting over here. He may be trying to grab the Pack 43 and rotate it around. Does grab the Pack 43. Tiger tank straight forward. Does send a direct hit there under the Pack 43 with the Tiger tank. And back on off. Maybe can pierce all terrain. As well as smoke. Smoke doesn't use against it. Bunker buster there. Destroys the AT gun. Had to be done. Pack 43 overall I think was not a good call there. Armors are almost at full health. Grenadiers over here. Almost getting wiped on out. Comms just rolling around. Panther engaging there. Comm engineers, 2 members. Grenadiers wiped out. Telemine once again found. More Soviet artillery looks like. Sends a pen there. Panther. Don't move. Stop order command. Sends another shot there. Tiger tank on the rear flank. Panther just needs to keep on running. T-476 could try to ram to keep up with it. May get one more shot off. Does not. Triple capture in favor of the Allies. The Axis players down on 91 tickets. Double T-485s in the build queue. Richard has resources and population. Go for something. Extra pioneers. Centaurs are alive. Forgot about the Centaur for anti-air assets. Black cannot speak.
Reports coming in suggest the enemy is down to 75 points.
Ready for assignment. We have a fresh grenadier squad.
Pack 40 is trying to get hit. This game can still go either way. Allies are really hanging on. Okay, it's probably going to come down to one last big engagement, I believe.
50 points remaining.
Double capture against the Axis players, soon to be single capture. Crush some of the assault officers. Brumbar gets directed on the infantry section. Landmaster's barrage running on in. Repair bunkers about going down. I think looks like a repair pioneers goes down. Took some hits there. Shock troops take some damage there. Also take some damage. Both left 18 still up and going. Axis players down to 35 tickets versus 30 tickets. Brumbar, bunker buster there. Continuers push way forward, more rounds in the VP. The British players still have plenty of munitions to work with. That squad got annihilated. Continuers trying to decapture this point. The Soviet players have enough munitions for more of the 152mm artillery. Can't decapture that point. Up here, just got commandos camouflage right there. No hold fire though.
25 points.
But they do have Brens. X-Players have one last... This is going to come down to one last engagement, I believe. Some of the Soviet armors can eventually see, or at least this one has, so it has the secure mode if needed. Double Panther Tiger, the big cast squad charged forward. Clearing the way whatever infantry nearby to capture the point. All the Pack 40. Pack 40 could be a move forward as well. Other than that, there's nothing else in the region to secure the point. I think I see a squad nearby, probably Pioneer. Rams, there goes the Tiger. Panther straight forward. Focus on the Firefly. So got a decent amount of Soviet armor there. Trying to clear up this guy immediately. Pioneers to capture the point. We got some sort of barrage. It's the British Soviet artillery. Bar getting overran. Panther still alive for Magenta. Red Star has Panther as well. Grenadiers and Pioneers trying to capture the point. Haswell for barrage running on in. The point is neutral. Panther here. He throws the 85. Panther's falling back. So the point has been captured by the Axis players. 28 tickets for the Allies. Axis players have 11. Sectioned here. Centaur hitting the Panther. T4 85 is pushing over here. Panther blitzes on back. Brumbar pushes way forward. Conscripts, Urals under the point. Left 18 should just barrage the point. Got various barrages being activated by both of them. Haswell goes down. Pioneers here. Pioneers may get wiped on out. Magenta has resources spared. Needs to pull out something. Where the point is being neutralized by Magenta. Oh, nope, got interrupted. Commandos save the point, keeps it captured. This point is not being threatened. So the point has been captured. Axis players are counting down. Panther almost down. Panther is down. T-45 is almost down. Except for this one. Brumbar nails the shock troops, but this looks like it's game over for the Axis players. There's some smoke on top of the point and dogpile onto it. Though, if he smokes it out, these guys can dogpile on the point. In fact, dogpile on the point. Brumbar, game pursued. Shock troops may get wiped out there. Panther can repair it on up. And that is going to be game. And that is game over. This is Angrade saying thank you for watching and on to the next replay. As mentioned beforehand, that shall be my last replay for tonight. So everyone, thank you for watching. Have a good